a way to knock Zane out of the skies.
Also,
Chip is a factor,
Farm.
but Farm doesn't.
Shout out to Swiftmaster 5M, Vegito 5M, and now Vosteraga 5M. These medium buttons that go absurdly far for literally no reason. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Orlando, Florida for CEO 2025 Granblue Fantasy Versus Rising Top 8. As we know, I did manage to pull off the win for this one, but there are quite a few things that happened during the top 8, so I figured let's hang out, watch my matches from top 8, and let us see how they went, go over my thought process, how it took some of the matchups, and yeah, let's see how it goes. First opponent for top 8 was Real Ice playing Zeta. Fuzzies are removed in this patch, so there's no fuzzies for Grimnir, there's no fuzzies for Zeta, and Zeta, at least in my opinion, needs them more than Grimnir does. Usual game plan: sit on a seal, sit on a seal, sit on a seal, and sit on seals. So he definitely knew at least to be ready for the 214M being plus. So I don't think I ever caught him with that. Immediate throw baits. Yeah, he either knew or someone told him, but definitely, he definitely knew to not to bite on the throw text, at least not early on, which especially when fuzzies are now removed, taking a throw with Grimnir definitely is far less scarier than it once was.
Ooh, that was scary here. No throw bait found. Fuzzy matched too well. Didn't quite get punished for it, but did get thrown into the corner. Okay.
So this happened a couple times, and not a single one. I don't think a single one was on purpose. This was 100% jump seals, and somehow it works. How it works, I don't know. But we take those and proceed to. Oh, see, another drop. More plus frames. Goes for chip. Goes for chip. I should have known better. If you put someone down the chip like that, they are going to do something. They're going to spot dodge. They are going to DP. They're going to parry. They're going to raw super. They're going to do something. So I don't know why I didn't just wait.
Goodness, same could be set for Real Ice. If we get the open.
Why am I not crouch blocking? Fortunately, again, see, look, all the drops.
We lost a lot of corner carry there. Jumping
Attack.
over, didn't end up using the air stall.
And the Z dash. He's been doing a good job so far of dealing with the dashes, but you always get him at least once. That's like still one more round, and he's still dropping combos. Where's the punish, Zane? I'm not sure how this match would have gone if Real Ice didn't drop as many combos as it did.
Just a little low on that one. Yeah, exactly. Parry into knee is one of those reaction checks that's so annoying against Zane.
He got hit by the last one, and I was not going to drop that one again.
Earlier, but it's straight to SBA.
Yeah, so we're up to 2-0. We take it there, right? Oh. 2 H's in this game, and the backwards hitboxes on them never cease to confuse me.
Seal fighting for dominance in the mid screen here. You're standing right on top of the seals, but I like the delay on the laser. We haven't seen that in any of these previous games. I hate that threat, Zane. I hate it so much.
No escape, terrible mechanic, and set up chip. See, this time we waited, and we get the kill. 3-0, and we're off to winners finals for the second term in a row. And now we're in winners finals against my teammate Bpaw. Straight up a zoner player, so very different than the Zeta we had just fought. And the main thing is what the round starts. Fairy players like to do one of two things. They either go for the mid or they go for the low. If they go for the mid and Grimnir does far H, he will beat their swing and win the round start. But if Grimnir goes for far H and they go for the low, then Grimnir will get hit by it. And because Bpaw knows that, and because I know that, because I know he knows that, we jump. That being said, I was not expecting the round start backdash, but basically same idea. If you went for the backdash and I went for far H, then I would have gone punished anyways.
GG situation. Time to guess again. Good roll.
That being said, though, when you're fighting against any kind of zoner, you at some point on defense kind of just have to guess. Also, I got no idea how that dash whipped, and I have no idea how I got away with that jump, so it would even out.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of seals. Extended combo. Combo limit doesn't even start ticking up until we leave the ground. So started off with that raging strike.
Not dead though.
With another SBA to bring that health right
Grimnir
back.
does a lot of damage. All right, don't go.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, we're dead.
That didn't kill, right? Okay, no, it did kill.
Not, but you used the animation. You should have been dead.
Okay. Yeah, so Grimnir does a lot of damage. Grimnir does a lot of damage, and that's what I'm talking about, using the tornado to get rid of GG, and GG's because medium wake up and no invincible wake up option. No tornado for the checkmate finisher that I like to do, but it's what it is. And that's it. There's another kill onto GG. And although I'm down a tornado, which probably is not the greatest trade in the world, losing EX Tornado to just the trade with a medium GG.
That's one step removed from a yippee, I gotta say.
It sets me up in order to actually go for other things, setting up seals, moving forward, and things like that. So, although it's probably not the best trade, I still consider it a worthwhile trade. Beepal is contemplating switching characters, which of course he does, switching to the Matera, and then here I am just laughing at the Grimnir end screen. And here I am tilting my head, being like, I did not know Beepal played Matera like that. Don't worry, he gets payback.
Right back at you. God is good. God is good.
We suck.
He rewards those who wait. He rewards those who
There is some. Okay, that is. Can we please talk about this? Ultimate Tornado goes through her arrow, but does not get rid of it. And then she gets hit, but then I get hit by the U butterfly. That is not okay.
Ultimate fireball, but sniped.
And 40 frames of recovery is 2 frames too many. Now, one thing I noticed when reviewing my matches after this tournament was I never went for a throw. I never went for a throw in that mix-up a single time. I mashed there. Also, shout outs to Ultimate Arrow going through Ultimate Tornado, by the way. Yeah, and yes, I did already know that. So yes, I did reel back in my chair immediately after seeing the Ultimate Arrow came out, because I knew what was coming. So Beepal plays very similarly to Monarch. So that typically there are 2 kinds of Materas. One that's very set play heavy, and one that typically goes for butterfly a lot, and then uses that to try to set up high-low mix-ups and throw baits. And then there's people that play like the way Beepal's playing now, or like Monarch, which is basically their whole game plan is put them in the corner and then never let them out. Never give them a chance to guard cancel. Never let them have a chance to do anything. They're just going to permanently stay out of their range and just keep throwing arrows. And unfortunately, the way you deal with them are two very different things.
Walking back, not trying to get caught out by these air dashes. Ooh.
It's hard to catch Beepal with these. You know, he knows better at this point. And yes, I know that's a safe jump. No, I don't know why I did that. I think at the time I thought it looked like he jumped too late for it to be a safe jump, but I was very much wrong.
There we go. Get a little pirouette there.
Very fortunate, very lucky, and I could not believe Beepal DP there. Remember, like I said, we have fought multiple times. He knows how this mix-up works. He knows that if I go high, it's a safe jump, and he knows I almost always go high. So I was like, you know what? This is literally my first time I'm going for this mix in top 8. I know Beepal knows that I always go high. I am going to go low here, and then he DPs, and then I just shook my head. I was just like, really? Really? You actually just did that?
Just get a little bit of that lift off here. Seal set up once again.
Now here's something I forgot about, and that was I set up, and Matera goes bye-bye.
But still has an extra seal to approach and challenge Beepal once again with a throw.
All right, one more touch between you and this loser's side.
But a misfire
And
with the low
let's
arrow.
go
No
chip
confirm off of
damage.
that air dash, but still, the 2L does the job for a 3-1. Zane moving on to winners.
And then I start yelling at myself. He just had to bring it up.
Solidifying themselves in the same position that they were at in Combo Breaker.
He just had to say it, so as soon as he said it, my brain immediately remembers it, and then I start yelling at myself, do not mess this up again. And welcome to Grand Finals. Blue Sky Guy did not lose a single game going into this Grand Finals match.
Don't you do it. You're a goofball. You're a goofball.
Smile at me with that pick.
So I used Avatar Belial in Grand Finals at UFA for the final game because Coco was absolutely destroying me, so I was like, why not? And it technically actually worked somewhat, although I did end up still losing 3-0 anyways. So I kind of like to tease me potentially picking up Avatar Belial into a match, especially since Avatar Belial into Vasaraga is actually an okay matchup because he does pretty well with all of his multi-hitting projectiles. That being said, though,
The Grimnir.
I ain't picking Avatar. I'm sorry. Grand Finals of a Gold Plus event like CEO. Yeah, I ain't picking Avatar. All right, Blue Sky Guy, and the newly buffed Vasaraga. So basically, what you just saw was literally my entire game plan of going into this Grand Finals. I am going to do Round Star Tornado. I'm going to do it until I hit him, because at some point he's going to do Soul Forge. And then as soon as I hit him once, I'm going to 214M, set up plus frames, and try never to let him get Soul Forge. Because the second he gets Soul Forge, all this happens. There is no escape. He gets multiple charges of it. It's hell on earth, and Grimnir, who doesn't have a meter, he does have a multi-hitting DP, but not meterless. Does not have the greatest time dealing with him once he does get Grimnir locked down. Also, Far M. Shout out to Swiftmaster 5M, Vegito 5M, and now Vasaraga 5M. These medium buttons that go absurdly far for literally no reason. But yeah, basically my game plan when he did have Soul Forge was back up, throw an EX Tornado, and then the second he goes for the stomps, chuck an ultimate projectile to try to break it. If I don't have 50%, pray. Basically the entire game plan, pray. Pray and hope I guess correctly. I've been told many different ways that you're supposed to beat this. Be it rolling through, going for a jump, just holding it. I've been told many things. None of it are fun.
I can't believe the light ender still came out.
But we still gotta pick up off it too.
The high hitting swing hit my sweep, and he got full confirm from it. This character, I felt fine though.
Well, round start 6XL into whip anti-air.
First to three, losing game one, it's fine.
Run up throw.
Losing a second game in a row, that's when I'll probably start being concerned. But just losing the first game, it's fine.
Of all the seals, I'm not trying to get back throw incidented.
It is tornado. Deep cross up. Good lord.
Up, still got one more seal. Already ended up airborne off the 5U. Oh.
The frame trap. I don't go for that anywhere near as often as I probably should.
Blue Sky Guy smelled it a mile away.
Just busts on through the defenestrator.
And here's the first time, and not the last time, that I've become very stupid.
Blue Sky Guy smelled it a mile away.
So I put Tornado here, and what I love to do, hence by the fact that I just did it, and I will do it more because I'm stupid, is I set up a Tornado. And then rather than setting up seals, or if I already have seals, I will try to set up the proper distance to go for a 214M to then set up plus frames. So do that, set up plus frames, normally good to go. But this is not the normal situation because Vasaraga's got the Soul Forge up. And what that means is quit doing lariats because that's one hit. And Vasaraga can just armor that.
The defenestrator himself pull up with a side swing.
Oh no, single step into throw.
And yet, despite me knowing this, and despite what I'm saying now, I don't stop.
Oh, fear here, that YOLO spot dodge. Oh, doesn't quite catch with the U Instinction, but does catch with the air dash straight off the ground. Zane still has so much more to work with as far as combo limit goes.
Best part is out of the corner of my eye on this. The second I go for tornado here, I see BSG tilt his head, because he 100% thought I was going to super here, and not gonna lie, I was tempted to, but I was like, nah, corner carry. And guess for game. I'll take that either way. And I've been throwing him so many times and not been going for as many baits. So I was like, we'll go for it this time because one throw kills him. And of course he waited anyways. Good patience on him. But this situation happened. Shout out to Vasaraga. At this distance, we'll always go for ultimate projectile because it catches basically everything.
Right behind me.
And my guess, since he goes for 2H here, was he thought I was going to immediately 5U to try to escape, get out of the corner. But instead, I just went straight for Lariat. For what reason, I don't know. If he blocked it, then all of a sudden I'm negative immediately, and then I'm probably just going to die. But I just swung it, and that literally was the difference between being down 2-0 and now being tied 1-1. One stupid decision that worked out because he did not expect it. And now we begin the game plan. Tornado, 214M to try to be plus, and I need to frame this. I need to frame this as literally the furthest Grimnir's 2H will ever reach. Not because his horizontal range was buffed in any way, but just because that's how far Vasaraga's air normals work. I need to frame this. Grimnir's 2H could actually hit something.
Normally, the horizontal range of that 2H leaves a lot to be desired.
Go for a throw, bait that. Go for another throw, because he does not want to get hit by the throw baits. And even when I go for the throw baits, still doesn't do anything. But I did one too many times. I should have just kept throwing him.
Yeah, these tackles ending up being,
and I did again, and there you go. I gotta stop. Never do this, by the way. Just for the record, before I do this, never do this because he has Soulforge, right? It's fully active on this one series of stomps, right? And one of his options, where he slams his scythe into the ground, has permanent armor. So never go for a raw super when he has this available, because you will get hit by this. So what do? I do it.
No wait, that was
and guess what? I lived, and guess what? It worked. I am going to die, basically guaranteed, if I block. So I am just going to swing and hope for the best. Unfortunately, Grimnir's normals actually reached.
Not quite at the spacing for it to be such a threat in the corner, but still ended up beating the throw.
Also, I've gone for so few mix-ups at this point. We finally get the chance, and guess what? Last time we went low, this time we went high. And immediate game plan. Like I said, nothing has changed since literally game 1. We are going to round start. We are going to do something that's going to end up involving tornadoes, and we are going to keep, and we are going 214M, and we're going to try to keep him away from getting Soulforged. Unfortunately, this time he jumped, and I got punished, and I made the call. I'm going to jump out, and bad call. Also at this moment, I immediately it's like, okay, let's go to game 5.
Nice stagger with the 5L.
That is legitimately what I thought with that round start. He round started, jumped over my tornado, and then immediately hit me. And then immediately after that, he got another hit, putting me in the corner. I was like, okay, we are going to game 5.
We're trying to make up for lost ground here.
And then he's still not biting on these throw baits. And there we go, doing what I'm supposed to do. No escape, terrible mechanic. I know it's not a mechanic, but I'm going to keep calling it that because of how much I hate it.
All right, we're so close here on the precipice.
And now I got lucky because he decided for some reason to let me do this.
Alright, we're so close here on the precipice of
He just whipped 2H, and then I don't know if he just thought his buttons are too slow, so he's not going to reach, or he's not going to be able to do it again. He's too slow, so he's not going to be able to get out of the corner, but he just sat there, let me do it. And for the first time, I'm pretty sure this entire set, I got a freaking throw bait. And then got the kill. And then all of a sudden, we went from we're going to game 5 to now I am 1 game away, and we're in full turbo mode. This is the most Grimnir round that could possibly happen in a tournament, pretty much. A couple throws, seals are up, he goes for a DP, I jump it, and once again, a situation where you would think this wouldn't kill because it's Vasaraga, but it's Grimnir, so it kills. I win the match 3-1, and I am CEO champion, redeeming myself for my let's just say rough defeats by Zare on that combo breaker. And once again, shout out to Mudkip.
He was stressed. He was knowing that he had breaks
and yeah, so that gave me 200 points. The win for winning a Gold Plus event to go along with second at Plat event. So that puts me, as of the recording of this video, I am at 350 points and sitting in a good spot for the World Tour. Got Boston in a couple weeks, got Evo a couple weeks after that. Fingers crossed they go well. Until then though, new videos on this channel every single week now. So hope you guys come back. Hope you guys make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This championship belt was pretty cool, and also subscribe for Mudkip. I will talk to you guys later.